on this Sunday fun day. Thanks for making Good Day Seattle part of your morning. I'm Taylor Winkel. Evacuations has the day off, but meteorologist Ilona McCauley is here. And Ilona, you know, yesterday we saw those winds. They grounded the Blue Angels. We're waking up to kind of a cloudy start today. What are we expecting as we move forward with our Sunday?
Yeah, a little bit of a mixed bag early this morning because you wouldn't know it, but we are looking for better conditions later on this afternoon. But we are starting off with some gray skies, convergence zone showers, some spotty activity out there that you might be dodging early on. 57 degrees cooler today as compared to yesterday morning because of that cold front that came through here. But looking ahead at the afternoon, you can see those clouds will clear out. Temperatures are going to be a little cooler this afternoon with only highs in the low 70s. We are bracing for a big warm up for the upcoming work week. We'll have a look at that coming up in just a couple minutes.
At just about 8:02, Washington is under a state of emergency this morning. Governor Bob Ferguson's office issued the declaration yesterday due to high winds and ongoing drought conditions all across the state. The emergency declaration includes a statewide burn ban that includes yard debris, trash disposal, land clearing, weed abatement, along with bonfires or campfires that are not contained to a fire pit or a fire ring. The state fire marshal is also warning people to be careful if they are smoking cigarettes. Don't ever throw them out onto the road, into a trail, or any dry, grassy area. This declaration is going to run through September 30th. The governor says in part, quote, our record-setting drought and high winds creating dangerous conditions across the state, and that the state of emergency is being issued to prevent the loss of life and property damage. We're going to zoom in on specific wildfires here. This one in Chelan County, the Little Giant Fire, still burning uncontained. That fire's about 20 miles northwest of Leavenworth and burning more than 31,000 acres this morning. There are level 3 go now evacuation orders for parts of the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest. Over to Ferry County, the Maudrite Fire continues dropping in its containment numbers. It's reached more than 42,000 acres, dropping to 19% containment compared to 22% yesterday and 63% on Thursday. Level 3 evacuations are in effect. This is south of Stranger Mountain, right along the Columbia River. In Okanagan County, this Sinley-Heakin fire is still burning uncontained. In just the last hour, it has doubled in size, reaching more than 73,000 acres. It is north of Blue Lake and can be seen burning all the way from Tenasket. Level 3 go now evacuations are in place for areas west of the Okanagan River. The largest wildfire burning in our state, also burning in Okanagan County. We're talking about the Kaiser Canyon fire. It has grown to more than 134,000 acres. It is 30% contained. It's among the largest wildfires in our state in the last 50 years, and level 3 evacuation orders are in place for that one. Now in eastern Washington to northwest Spokane, the Old Trails fire now at 3,500 acres, up from 1,000 acres last night. And as you can see here, it continues spreading to town. It has breached the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex. Evacuations are in order across the west side of Spokane, which includes 27 patients from the VA Medical Center. Here's Spokane's mayor talking about it.
We have an emergency evacuation shelter for folks. That's at the Spokane Falls Community College. We are evaluating other places for emergency evacuation for surge capacity, and our shelters are activated as well for cooling resources.
The Red Cross has an emergency location set up at the Spokane Convention Center. The State Department of Natural Resources has sent in the National Guard to help fight these flames, and that's something that we haven't seen since 2021. All right, Ilona McCauley, you are tracking this. Are the firefighters going to get any relief today?
Well, excuse me, the good news is that the winds should be less today. I do want to point out that we're still going to have elevated fire danger because of how hot and dry it is currently in areas around the central and eastern part of the state. Now, yesterday we were up at extreme fire levels, fire risk, and actually for the first time in Washington state history, the The Storm Prediction Center and the National Weather Service issued a PDS situation. So really what that means is a particularly dangerous situation that has never happened before in Washington history. As we check out, there are numerous fires burning. We got a rundown of those just a short time ago. Of course, the biggest one is that Kaiser Canyon fire. The one that we are keeping a very close eye on, of course, is that Old Trails fire because it is so close to the populated area of Spokane. Another thing I do want to pass along, I was just doing a little bit of research, and Blewett Pass is currently closed because of a wildfire nearby as well. So if you're doing any traveling, doing some camping, just be aware of that. Air quality is going to be an issue across much of the central and eastern part of the state with those hazy skies. We'll have a look and let you know what's in store for us for the upcoming work week as we're tracking more heat headed our direction.